Hey everyone, I'm Dave and welcome back to the AI Kitchen. Today we're gonna make what should be the world's best egg white bites in the theme of the Starbucks overpriced egg white bites. Allegedly overpriced, in my opinion overpriced. Don't come after me, Starbucks. I'm confident, pretty confident we can make them for cheaper at home and probably make them better, but we're gonna see. I know my wife buys them all the time, so we'll let her try it and see if she thinks it's better or worse than Starbucks. Hopefully she likes it better. Okay, now I will say it's not just egg whites in the egg white bites. There's usually some like cheese and they have different varieties I think at Starbucks. Like some have Asiago, some have other cheeses and vegetables and things like that in it. So I did ask ChatGPT, which is AI. It's like an AI program that you can ask to, make recipes for you. I said, hey, can you make a recipe that's even better than what they serve at Starbucks, like an elevated version that you can make at home for cheap and hopefully will be even better than the Starbucks one. It is a great option if you're dieting, but Starbucks is expansive. I went there the other day, got a chocolate croissant. It was probably 2 weeks ago. And I was blown away that I was charged like $5.50 for a chocolate croissant when I'm used to paying like $2 for a chocolate croissant. So as you probably noticed, we're starting off just prepping some ingredients that are gonna go inside the egg whites, or in the egg white bites, add a little extra flavor. And we're starting off with spinach. That's spinach, and you need a 1/4 cup of it. I clearly did way too much. That's like a cup at least. All right, up next, we are gonna take some roasted red peppers, which I'm gonna need a 1/4 cup of this too. I'm gonna try to do a better job guessing the measurement. I guess I could go get a 1/4 cup little measure, but I think it's a little bit more than that. That's probably about right. Let me get a thing to measure it. All right, I got a 1/4 cup. Let's see if I was close to the mark here. It looks like I was pretty darn close. Maybe like a tiny bit more. So there's your roasted red peppers. The nice thing about that is, well, we'll see how big the yield is, but I could do that a lot more times with how many I got with this jar. I know that wasn't fantastic English that I just spoke. The grammar police are after me. Is it grammar when you speak it though? There's the question. My point was that I have a bunch extra. That's still poorly spoken, but whatever guys, it's fine. I'm not a professional cook or talker, so thanks for stopping by anyways. Now that right there is sun-dried tomatoes. So I got a 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes, 1/4 cup of roasted red peppers. You're gonna want 2 cups of chopped basil. For some reason, Walmart doesn't have real basil. I mean, this is real basil, but it's like pre-chopped. So that's gonna be 2 tablespoons of that. Mine's already ready to go. I guess I should chop this up a little bit so it's a little more bite-sized. I mean, I guess you can determine if you wanna do that or not. All right, so I think that's all the inside stuff. I'm gonna set this aside and we're gonna do the next step. I think the primary part of this recipe, the part all them their kids are talking about, is the egg white portion. We are gonna need egg whites. Look at that, I can throw it and catch it. Aren't I amazing? Get like a little bag to put the shells in. I don't know, where do you put the shells when you do this? So we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna test my hand at getting an egg white. How do I do this? Do I need another bowl? How many bowls do I need? They might just sell egg whites, pre-egg whited, egg whitified. They have all these tricks with egg whites where you can like put them in a water bottle and stuff and you squeeze the water bottle and then magically you have an egg white. I don't know. I don't know how that all works, but that's an option. I'm just gonna do it this way, and that's with a spoon. That's the way I've always done it. You need 1 cup of egg whites, so just do this a handful of times, I guess. Oh, I put it on the bag over here instead of in the bowl where I was putting the yolks. That's all right, I'm really good at this. Try not to get any shells in it, although we can take them out if we do. See, this is working fine. This is working fine. Again, I'm gonna think maybe, it's gotta be a lot of eggs. I'm thinking it's gotta be like 6. We should play a guessing game. Guess how many eggs it's gonna take to get to 1 cup of egg whites. No, I did it again. I put it on my bag again, whatever. I'm not gonna reuse the egg yolks anyways. I'm just gonna toss them so it doesn't really make a difference. Although you totally could do that. You could use the egg yolks for something else. There's some shell in there, guys. I saw it. Is that shell? Oh boy, it might be hard to get out. Oh no, there's another one though. That was not the only one. Are we close to a cup yet? Let's see. We're getting there. We're getting there, let me keep going. All right, so I'm glad this happened when it did. I've got like a little yolk left over in there, but it was like, I think it was my first egg after dumping it out, or second. If I don't want any yolk in it, I would probably redo it. Although I don't really know if I care that much about this tiny bit of yolk. I'm not actually on like a yolk-free thing, so I'm just gonna use it because there's not that much left in there. Boom, we got a cup worth. We got a cup worth of egg whites, mostly egg whites, 99.9% egg whites. Let me clean up the 7 receptacles I was using for that project for some unknown reason. All right, so if you're wondering how many eggs it took to get my 1 cup of egg yolks, the answer is 8. 8 eggs to get my 1 cup of egg yolk. Egg white, not egg yolk. I said that backwards. I would need a blender. All right, so I got my blender set up. You don't need a fancy blender. I used to have a fancy blender, but it broke. So I guess take that, fancy blender. Even you weren't good enough to sustain the abuse of me. You get your blender, and now we want to put our egg whites, like so. 1/4 cup of cottage cheese, which I'll be honest, cottage cheese grosses me out. Can I just dump it? Is it a dumpable substance? Or is it gonna get all over the place? I forgot to bring a spoon out. That's why I'm doing it this way. 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. 1/4 cup of cottage cheese goes in there. There's just nothing appetizing about the look of cottage cheese. Nothing at all. And then into that mix, let's add a 1/4 teaspoon of, finely, is it chopped? Fine, let's say fine salt. 1/4 teaspoon, did I say 1/4 cup? It's early, guys, I'm struggling. I'm making breakfast here. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, black pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Bring that flavor. Garlic powder, beautiful. All right, now we just wanna blend that until smooth. It's kinda, it should be easy. Let's do it. Boom, that looks pretty smooth to me, right guys? Looks smooth to you? Okay, let me show you. Not maybe appetizing, but smooth and bubbly. I think that might have been the only job for the blender. I'm gonna get it out of here. And now we're gonna bring over a bowl, and we're gonna put in our 1/4 cup of sun-dried tomatoes and our 1/4 cup of roasted red peppers, which I guess I can use a knife for that. And then we want a 1/4 cup of the spinach that we chopped up earlier, and put that into the bowl as well. How much basil do we need? 2 tablespoons of basil. Let me get this out of the way and then I'll do that. So we'll do 2 tablespoons of this pre-chopped basil. Again, you can do it yourself, chop the basil yourself if you want, but this is what we did. 2 tablespoons of that. Then we're just supposed to mix all that together, like so. This is gonna be like all the enhanced flavors, all the deliciosity. It's a thing. All right, we also need a 1/4 cup of crumbled feta, and we're gonna put that in with the veggies. It's funny because a 1/4 cup is like the main measuring implement today. 1/4 cup of feta, and put that in with the rest of that. Because feta is better. Tina's excited. She's out here. She's like, I want my egg white bites.
Is that what you're making?
That is what I'm making. Are you excited? Yes, except better and cheaper.
Very trendy.
I know, it's gonna be good. And then we need to add a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I still don't really know what this is. It's gonna add the nutrition, which is good because I was thinking this isn't nutritional enough. I have no idea what this does. Does it make it rise? I think it makes it more cheesy. Is that a thing? That's true, because I haven't put any cheese in here yet. Don't they normally have cheese? Oh, feta is a cheese. Feta is a cheese. Mix that all in, like so. And that's gonna be our, mix in or topping. I don't know. All I know is it's gonna be a lot cheaper than Starbucks. Okay, so up next you need a muffin pan. Technically you're supposed to use a silicone one, but I don't have a silicone one, so we're gonna use metal and hopefully it works out. You're gonna take your pan and you're just gonna spray the muffin cups. This will help it come out when it's done. You could also use olive oil. And then I think our goal is to try to evenly distribute this egg white mixture, which I'm gonna try to do a really quick remix. A little quick remix and evenly distribute it among the muffin tins. I don't know how much goes in each one. Let's go with that much. Yeah, that seems about right. So it looks like it might make 6. Yeah, it's gonna make 6 of them, which is a little over an egg per cup. If you wanted to try to do the math on, if you wanted to, you could make 8, and then you could do the math based on 1 egg per egg white bite. So now we're just gonna add this fun vegetable mix, which actually does smell really good, into the cups. Like, should I use my hands or maybe a spoon? I'll use this 1/4 cup. Stay with the theme. Like like an 1/8 of a cup. Just put it into each one, I guess. That's gonna be where all the flavor is. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it all chunky or if I'm supposed to mix it in. I'm gonna use all the filling. I just did a little bit in each one. Now I'm gonna go back and just spread the rest because I still have some left. Like so. That's pretty much it for the egg white bites. It was easy to make 6 of them instead of the, what do you get, 2 at Starbucks for $1 jillion? Oh, by the way, you can add red pepper flake to the veggie mixture. I didn't do it because I didn't really want spice, and I know Tina wouldn't like it if I put spice, and she's the main audience for this dish. She buys the egg white bites all the time. All right, so now they're gonna go in the oven. 300 degrees. 25 to 30 minutes or until bites are set and tops are slightly golden. So 25 minutes, 300 degrees. I'm gonna go put them in. Okay guys, we're back. It has been about 25 minutes and these egg white bites, let me show you the tray here. That would be, good content creation and such. See? Wait, should I lean in? I got the egg white bites here. They look pretty good. I don't know. I left them in for like 20, 25 minutes. They've kind of like collapsed a little. But we're hoping that this is better than Starbucks. Now, I'm pretty sure you can take these and put them in the fridge and reheat them the next day, which, like I said, would be ideal. Then you don't have to go to Starbucks or something like that. My wife, Tina, gets these sometimes from Starbucks, although I'm not sure. She's over here now. Tina, what kind do you get from Starbucks?
The bacon ones and the roasted peppers.
This one's probably closer to the roasted pepper one because there's roasted peppers in it. Did you like the bacon one better?
I actually like the roasted pepper ones better.
All right, so you might be liking this one.
Less calories too.
Oh, less calories too.
And then they have a new kind, the hash brown one, and that one's disgusting.
Yeah, okay. So basically with these, all you really need to do is get a dozen eggs and the ingredients, and you can remake it a bunch of times because I have a bunch of leftover ingredients. But what's a dozen eggs cost? $2, something like that. So it's pretty cheap, and it looks pretty good. What's that?
Not if you have your own chicken.
That's true. If you have your own chicken, then the eggs are free. So here's what they look like. There you go.
But are they?
Tina, you want to come in here? Do they look like egg white bites from Starbucks?
No.
She said they don't look like egg white bites from Starbucks.
Peppers are inside, not on top.
Well, I could have done that if I mixed it around, so we're gonna try this. It's actually not like my favorite thing, but they're okay.
Have you had the ones at Starbucks?
Yeah, here. You can try it first. I'm not gonna feed it to you.
I'm not right-handed.
Oh.
Let's be real.
You gotta get it. Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's hot.
It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. That's part of this show is to burn our faces off. How is it?
It's good.
It's good. Is it Starbucks level?
Pretty close.
Not as good though.
There's actually there's better because Starbucks
These are
has
better.
the fake egg taste.
The egg carton taste.
Yeah,
Let me try this.
More of a real taste, and you get more of the pepper taste.
Oh wow, yeah. The basil is very good.
Yeah, that's what it is. I didn't know it was called.
The basil and the sun-dried tomatoes are really good. It's a little spicy, or it's just hot. It's just burning. It's just burning all the way down into my. It's hot.
If you think tomatoes are spicy, then it's spicy.
If you think tomatoes are spicy, then it's spicy, she says. Yeah, these are good. I would say these, I agree with Tina. These are better than Starbucks. There's way more going on. They're like more of a meal as opposed to a snack. Man, it probably costs, what do they cost, $6?
For a pack
For the two-pack, yeah.
Probably $5.95.
$5.95 or something like that. So, I mean, to buy all the ingredients for this, maybe it was, I don't know, $15, but I could make 6 dozen of them. That's not true. I need to buy a couple more eggs.
Yeah. But if you think about it, you get 2, 2, 2. So that's 3 breakfasts.
Yeah.
And if you went to Starbucks, you'd have to pay $5.95, $5.95, $5.95.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of $18 to $20. Anyways, it's good. It tastes better than Starbucks. That's the more important part. I'm confident it's cheaper and it's better. So try these. Yeah, and I'll put these in a Ziploc in the fridge or Tupperware in the fridge, and we can have them for the next couple days, Tina.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by the AI Kitchen. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.